Hi folks, Dave with DBSTechTalk, and today we're going to talk about Bose. And in some of my earlier videos on this channel, I did reviews of a Monoprice noise canceling headphone and also of a DOS sound Bluetooth Soundbox speaker. And I didn't have any Bose products to compare to it, so I was kind of going off of what I had heard in the store, especially with the Monoprice headphone. And I made a comment saying the Monoprice was similar to Bose. Not as good, but similar. I am here today to retract that statement. So let's get started. First off, the headphones. This is the Bose QC25s, not the 35s, these are 25s. So these are the wired version. You get a cable that has never straightened out. Does have a inline microphone and very short from where it plugs into the ear. But it's about a 4 foot cable, and it does go into a right angle, which is nice. It's, again, never straightened out. You get a nice carrying case, and you get your little airplane adapter. The headphones themselves are fairly well built. They're very light and plasticky. If I were to compare them to the Monoprices would be built better. They just feel more sturdy and durable. These don't feel like they're going to break, but they're a completely plastic build. And I would have thought that Bose would have put a little bit of metal into them, but I guess that's how they keep these nice and light. You do get markings on the inside of the cups that say L and R for left and right. It is the angled driver. You can actually feel it as you run your hand inside there. Overall, it's not a bad build. It does have some branding on it, so people are going to know you have Bose. On your left-hand side, you have your input for your wire, and it is a very deep one. So if you're going to use a cable from a third-party source, you're going to have to make sure that it has quite a long extension to go inside there, and that is super skinny. Also, on the left-hand side, you just have microphones. There's nothing else on that. On the right ear cup, you have your power for your ANC, and it does have a little indicator LED, and then a couple microphones, and that's it. I mean, there's absolutely nothing else on this. Oh yeah, you also have your battery port up top here, which opens up somehow. I don't remember how. Don't want to break it. There we go. And it only takes one AAA. And they last for quite a while. Apparently, if you put the battery in backwards, it won't let you close the door. There we go. Let's do a test of the ANC. So let's plug, well, we don't need to plug them in. We will turn my fan on. So as you can see, the fan's nice and loud. I can hear the fan. It does muffle it without the ANC on, but it's, still noticeable. And when I turn it on, it is about, I would say, 90% gone. You can barely hear it. It's just a little hiss. And so these seal very well. They do a very good job of blocking out noise. How do they sound? Well, they have the typical Bose sound. You're going to get somewhat bass extension, but it's not going to be extremely deep, and it's not going to be super impactful. You're going to have a little bit of warmed up mid but they're, for the most part, going to be clean and clear. And then you're going to have treble that is accentuated, and you're going to get a brighter sound in the treble. It's pretty much a balanced sound across the board and fairly even, except for the treble's a little more elevated than everything else. But it does bring it in, making it sound a little bit lighter and brighter than some other headphones. It is not the most impactful, but it does have a fun sound to it, and it does have an engaging sound. They're not going to bore you to death when you listen to them, and they're not going to drown you out in bass and hurt your ears with thumping, and you're not going to be able to hear any of the detail. But these are not critical listening headphones. And they also do have moments of sounding artificial and tinny, especially in songs that are more treble focused. So you can get a little bit of it's not a sharpness or a ringing, so to speak. It's just this sound of like a glare or a haze on it that kind of makes it sound artificial. Compared to the Monoprice, these do have a better sound and a more comfortable sound to listen to. The Monoprices were a little bassy and too thumpy for my preference, and they also did not have near the highs that you get with these. And also the ANC does not work near as well. I would say the ANC works about 60% blocking out noise, whereas these are 90%, pretty close to being completely sayonara when it comes to sound. The other device that I have that is Bose is a Bose SoundLink, and this little device is truly amazing. Nice and small, and it has waterproof. It does have a little speaker on the back with a little strap, which you really can't extend out very far, so I don't know exactly what all you would use that for. And then you have your plus and your minus buttons for volume and changing tracks and all that. You have your power button up top, your Bluetooth pairing button, and the Bose button in the middle. The nice thing about this is you can use the Bose Companion app and control it from your phone. You don't have to reach over and touch any of the controls on the phone once you have it paired up. And you do have to use that to pair it for the first time. It does work very well, has very good power for a little itty speaker, and it has almost similar sound to the QC25s when the ANC is on. It's got that little bit nicer bass to it that's not super deep and impactful, but lets you know that there's bass in the song. And then you have the little bit slighter, warmer mids, and then the treble that's slightly above that and brings in the treble. And this also does show off some of that artificial sound every now and then. But for just sitting around in an office or taking it with you on vacation for the hotel room or something like that, this works very well. I mean, you're not going to sit and use it in your living room for a true sound bar for your TV or anything like that. But for just, casual listening and moments of need for a Bluetooth speaker, this works well. Compared to the DOS that I did my review of, this has big bass, big sound, super full sound, and it's super powerful. It has like 40 watts worth of power. So it's not really a comparison to the Bose, as the Bose does not have near the power of that and has definitely a lighter, brighter sound. But I would say that this is more of the natural, true sound, whereas that one is more fun and just bassy and let's get down and party type of sound. So overall, Bose is better when it comes to the Bluetooth headphones that I have. And speaker-wise, it depends on what you want. Are you looking for something with big bass and true sound, or something with true sound? If you're looking for a big bass, the DOS would do you fine. If you're looking for something that is a little bit lighter and a little bit more true to the sound, a little more natural sounding, the Bose would be the way you would lean when it comes to the speakers. I'm happy with both. I use both in limited instances. My wife uses the Bose more as far as the Bose headphones, and I use the little speaker, for just walking around the house and doing various things. The DOS sits at my desk, and I connect it to my Surface when I am working, and I can have music playing at my desk. That way I don't have big speakers sitting on my desk. It's just easier to use a little Bluetooth speaker. The Monoprice headphones, ever since the Bose came in, don't get touched. So, this has been Dave with DBS Tech Talk. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.